smoother. Okay then.
Ready to go live?
Let's go live then.
Live.
Just gonna hang out here for a second and see. Just make sure that's definitely. You can hear us now?
Once it's in his front house, I will. Your own front. We have all the stories. Okay, that's not easy. That was nice. We just went for a big walk around town. Something to do this afternoon. He was like, oh, do you want to come over to dinner? I'll cook you dinner. I was like, I'll be really tired after the event. Oh, you got to be stuffed.
Hello, Jenny.
I saw her. I just text her and say that you're here.
Have you seen these children? Please stay away from them. They are crazy. Hello.
Right, look at the man there, he's got the camera. Did you see it?
I was going to say, yeah, I've got all what cream's happening. Be on the telly.
Oh man.
Well, that's all right.
Remotely, and
It's so red. Did they just take a picture? It's got the sentiment down. That's what I said.
Help out. You reckon? You're optimistic.
I reckon.
There are 7 seats here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and friends. It's so nice for you to join us on a very cold Sunday evening as we join in our celebration tonight. An opportunity for us to join together to celebrate the lives of those we've loved and lost over the years. I'm privileged to be the Chief Executive at North London Hospice and work alongside some of the best staff and volunteers who help make our hospice the special place that it's become in our community. We can't put a value on what our services mean to each and every single one of you, our patients, our families and our friends, and those that we've cared for and supported over many, many years. But I can stand here and talk with real pride about the work that we do. Dame Cicely Saunders, who founded the hospice movement, said, "How people die remains in the memory of those who live on." And today's event is about celebrating your memories of your loved ones. The pandemic has been extremely difficult for so many families and so many people around the world. But I'm incredibly proud that despite these challenges and the circumstances that we've all had to face, we've continued to be able to support the community in Barnet, Enfield and Haringey. And this is actually our first in-person event in over 20 months. Death is the one thing that is certain in what can sometimes feel like a very uncertain world. Therefore, remembrance and services such as this are so important to each and every one of us. I was once struck by a saying that people continue to live on the lips of those that are living, meaning that by remembering them, they are still with us in some way. The love that we have for the people we have lost never dies. Care and compassion is at the heart of what we do here at North London Hospice, and we're extremely minded that the people we care for, their loved ones, their families, their friends, all need each and every one of us. A common myth is that hospice care is only for the people at the end of their lives, but we at North London Hospice define our work as seeking to improve the quality of someone's life. Care can be sustained for many, many years for those living with life-limiting conditions, and there's a definite advantage of us having that primary accountability to our community and the community that we support. I think each and every one of us feels a real sense of passionate pride and ownership of this, your local hospice. And there's a real strong sense of identity that I see every single day that I come to work. What we provide at North London Hospice is priceless to the people we help, because it's about quality of life at a point at which life itself becomes limited and each moment, each day becomes precious. Our vision has been developed on the principles that we're very much a person-centred hospice, not just for the patients, but also for all of you, families, friends, and the community. For us, every person matters and every day counts. North London Hospice is the cornerstone of our community heritage, created by the love, generosity, and dedication of our community to care for local people. And your support enables us to ensure that we can provide the best of life at the end of life for everyone. I know I speak on behalf of all the staff and volunteers when I say that it's a privilege to do what we do. Thank you all for your ongoing support, for your commitment, for coming out on a very cold Sunday evening. But also thank you for sharing your memories and joining in our celebration. A celebration not only for those that we've loved and lost, but for the legacy that they leave behind. So please enjoy your evening and thank you very much for listening. I'm going to hand over to Rhonda. Rhonda's our Bereavement Services Coordinator, who would like to say a few words. Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. This is a reading called The Next Room. Death is nothing at all. I've only slipped away to the next room. I am I, and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we are still. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way which you always used to. Put no difference into your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed at the little jokes we enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me. Let my name be ever the household word that it always was. Let it be spoken without effect, without the trace of a shadow on it. Life means all that it ever meant. It is the same that it ever was. There is absolute, unbroken continuity. Why should I be out of mind because I'm out of sight? I am but waiting for you, for an interval, somewhere very near, just around the corner. All is well.
Good afternoon, I'm Anne Mossack, I'm a social worker on the Barnet community team. This is a Hindu poem and it's called Farewell My Friends. Farewell my friends, it was beautiful as long as it lasted, the journey of my life. I have no regrets whatsoever save the pain I'll leave behind. Those dear hearts who love and care and the strings pulling at the heart and soul. The strong arms that held me up when my own strength let me down. At every turning of my life, I came across good friends, friends who stood by me, even when time raced me by. Farewell, farewell, my friends. I smile and bid you goodbye. No, shed no tears, for I need them not. All I need is your smile. If you feel sad, Do think of me, for that's what I'll like. When you live in the hearts of those you love, remember then, you never die. Please would you welcome onto the stage the choir members of Year 7 from Finchley Catholic High School, singing Count on Me by Bruno Mars. Thank you.
Oops, it's that's not good. Let's see if I can pin that down. Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself stuck you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. And I won't wear made on when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, I'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. To help our friends in need, you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and I'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nicola, social work assistant for the Barnet community and our inpatient unit. I'm delighted to welcome Mark and his family here with us this evening. Mark's wife Karen accessed the services of North London Hospice in 2018. Mark has kindly agreed to share his story with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Abbott.
Firstly, I'd like to say a warm welcome to everyone here tonight on this bitterly cold evening and those that are live streaming at home. This is such a lovely way to remember our loved ones and to catch up with some familiar faces. My name is Mark and my wife Karen was diagnosed with stomach cancer January 2018. We were in and out of Barnet Hospital and Karen was also having chemo at Finchley Memorial. It was relentless. We went from one bad day to another. At my wit's end, I decided to contact North London Hospice. They told me they had a place for Karen. From the very first day, all our needs were met. Karen had a lovely room with a door out onto the patio. Karen's mum Val was able to stay as long as she wanted and visit every day, as was her sister Maxine and her close friends. Karen struck up a good relationship with Chris Baxter, the doctor, and Patricia McCrossan, head of patient and family support. She finally got the right care. When Karen passed in June 2018, me and my two children, Nancy and Louis, were offered counselling with Patricia, which I took up, and it was one of the best things I could have done. She helped me understand the grieving process and helped me with all the anxieties with bringing up two kids. North London Hospice has been more than a hospice to me, and I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone connected to the hospice, right through to the volunteers who do such a great job. North London Hospice is a very important part of the community, so let's support it whenever possible. Thank you.
Please can we now all turn on our lights and to share a moment of silence to reflect on why we are here today.
And now the tree lights will be turned on.
It just leaves me to say a few thank yous before we depart, before we go. So firstly, a big thank you to our wonderful singers who have joined us this evening. It's always very special when we introduce the local community schools to the hospice and we can talk about the work we do. But their support over the years has been very, very much appreciated. To all of the team who work at the hospice, and particularly our fundraising colleagues, who have worked tirelessly really to try and put the event together safely and encourage as many people as we possibly could accommodate to come along. Your work behind the scenes doesn't go unnoticed, and we do need to continue to get support from the community, to fund our work and to support us into the future. So thank you to my colleagues. To Mark, thank you for sharing what I know is a difficult story. I think it just helps to amplify the important work we do, but also how we support families. And that journey with a family is exactly that. They become our family. So thank you for finding the time to share what is obviously still a painful process for you and your families. And to Nigel, playing and introducing and opening up our Light of Life service. And thank you to all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for letting us care for your loved ones, your families and your friends. It's a real privilege, as I said earlier, what we do. And thanks for coming out on a very, very cold Sunday evening. So the Rotary Club very kindly provided some refreshments for us. So please join us if you can for some mulled wine and some biscuits. Thank you very much and have a lovely evening. Thank you.
So two people that are allowed to go home by themselves. That is Alex. And Shay, did your parents? No, I've got it. What do you want? A non-alcoholic one?
cars on that one.
We'll find out where you can see the.
What's that?
Yeah, there's right down there. Orange drink.
Orange. Yeah, open apple. Okay.
Right, and check it's got a straw on it, has it?
There is one of the
And there's where's the wine that's serving?
There's non-alcoholic and then if you go over yeah, so there's either non-alcoholic or just on the other side.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Somewhere in my bag, I know.
Yeah, that's right, don't worry. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Your favourite song?
I don't think anyone will recognise me though.
Well, I don't know, your bright yellow coat. Four-star jumps, that's brilliant. That's a good way to keep warm.